a video on how I use a spin bike because I don't do cardio like everyone else. I do something called interval training, but what most people don't understand about interval training is that it doesn't have to be high intensity. So if you want to do interval training, you can set this resistance to whatever you want. It can be a little incline, it can be anything you want really. And so the reason I don't do cardio, so this isn't actually cardio, it's actually strength training. You're holding onto these handlebars and you got whatever resistance there, so you have tension going through your entire body. And in addition to that, you're training your cardio system. So it's kind of, I think they use the word conditioning or something, but I wouldn't recommend any kind of very high intensity cardio or anything like that for anyone. So I don't actually do very high intensity cardio. So this word interval training has been associated with some kind of high intensity fitness spin classes and whatever else they have. So I don't really associate with the whole fitness industry, subculture and all that stuff either. So I just do this it's just something that I started doing 25 years ago, and I keep doing it because it makes me feel great. And I'll describe exactly why it makes me feel great. So when I do some strength training, so you find a lot of these people who are into muscle building, they don't do cardio. And the word cardio has been associated with something that you do non-stop for lower intensity, and you do non-stop. So you do running or jogging on a treadmill for 10 minutes or half an hour or something. So I've tried doing that in life, and all it does is it drains all the energy that you have stored. It's very boring. If you're running, you kind of continuously bouncing or something, and people who are very fit do enjoy it. They get something called a runner's high, which is a natural high from it, but it's very hard to maintain muscle mass if you're doing this. So you find you have to eat a lot more. Or the problem with that is that if you have muscle mass built up on your legs, it'll actually drain the fat from you just when you're sitting down doing nothing. This hair is very hard to control. It's at some kind of length now that is just annoying. So, and I don't look like this on these cameras. Everything's like a rough drawing of me or something. It looks I don't know. That's the best I can do for the moment. So what I do is I build lean muscle, and every time I do a little hill climb, I'll take however long I want to rest afterwards. So my heart rate will go up, and I'll feel great from these endorphins, and I'll keep doing this for an hour. And I rest as long as I want. Sometimes I only rest for a minute, sometimes I rest for 3 minutes or 5 minutes. You can rest for 10 minutes. It does not matter at all, as long as you actually move your body. And after a while of doing this, you find that you want to put a little bit more resistance on the bike, because you're getting more and more fit. And the more fit you are, you get better circulation in your body, and so these endorphins are rushing through your body more efficiently, so you get more of a natural high from it. And that's what I do with strength training. I do count how many reps I do and stuff like this, but I take as long as I want to rest. I'm not if I do a close-up video of me exercising, I don't really like doing these videos, but if I do a close-up video, it looks like I'm pushing a bit hard or something, but I'm really not. Like everything I do, I did 200 sit-ups yesterday, and I did that, but it was absolutely nothing. So it's 25 years I'm constantly doing this. That's part of the reason. But The other part of the reason is because I'm maintaining a certain level of fitness and I eat just enough for just that. And in addition to that, I do all kinds of stuff during the day. I have lots of endurance. So it's like the exercise that I do will take up maybe 30% of my energy and strength for the day. And then I have, let's say 50% of the energy and strength. But the rest of the day, I don't do hard labor. So the rest of the day, I just sit around. And that's part of the reason I have a little bit of fat, is because I'm actually not doing enough. And I don't want to do too much because it's not good for you either. So I do enough just to get a really good natural high and feel good, and I leave it at that. So start off by setting the resistance to something kind of lower, and then going up a hill for 20 seconds, and then I'll set the resistance back down to nothing, and I'll push the pedals around and watch TV, listen to music or something, and then then as I warm up, I'll keep setting the resistance a bit higher and then pushing the pedals a bit more, or faster rather, and I'll do that for half an hour and feel really, really good afterwards. And it's actually strength training, so what it's doing is it's building muscle on the legs, because the resistance is higher. If the resistance is very low, as if I was walking, that wouldn't do anything, just drain energy. If I was running, it would just drain energy and muscle. It will shrink the muscle. So if you're using a treadmill, it needs to be on an incline, and you have to at least jog. And you jog, and that's more dangerous because, and you're not doing anything in the upper body with this. With this, you're actually holding onto these bars. It's training your fingers and arms and your entire body. And a treadmill, you can fall off a treadmill very easily. So I would recommend this to anyone really, and recommend this interval training, but not the interval training associated with this really high intensity stuff, just whatever's right for you. And if you do that for 6 months or 12 months, you just naturally you want to actually increase the resistance, because you feel better from actually pushing yourself a little bit more, because you get more of a natural high from it. That's it. That's how I use the bike. So I'll do a video where I'm actually doing that as well. I wear a t-shirt, and I recommend wearing a t-shirt. I have a very, very small amount of fat just under my belly button, like a little bit on the side. So if you sit on the seat and you kind of sit on it like that, on video it looks like some kind of rolls of fat, and it looks, yes, I'm almost anorexic, and it looks like I have rolls of fat on video. So in the mirror it doesn't look that bad, but I wear a t-shirt because I like to disassociate myself from the way I look when I'm exercising. So I'm not focused on appearance. I'm just focused on feeling very good from this. So when I do this, I get this endorphin rush, and I feel great for 5 to 10 hours. So I'll be out of my. I'll kind of feel like I'm naturally high, literally, for 5 to 10 hours after just using the spin bike for a little bit. Or doing some kind of the kind of strength training that I do. Generally, anything where I'm training my legs makes me feel the best, because you have more circulation and more of these endorphins released when you're using the largest muscles in your body, which is your legs. That's it for this video. It's kind of stupid. I'll make a whole bunch of videos not related to exercise, but this is something that could actually be useful, so I don't know.